Joystick, the Joystick Show. Up, down, left, right, B, A, select. Start.
Welcome, gamers, to our twisted reality. E3 was not OP, says you and me.
Joystick, the Joystick Show.
Okay, back at it here, huh? On our monthly cast that we look forward to getting down, we got everybody out of the studio. Our makeshift, our studio converted into guest room, converted into VR room, converted into everything.
Game room.
Right?
Game holder room, storage room.
Exactly. So everybody's out, and the gaming's back in. This is where I have my my PC too, so I can finally get back into a little tabletop simulation.
Yep.
Good times, huh? Welcome, Rumble Pack, back to the Joystick podcast. We are a father and son combo. First time checking us out. We appreciate you. Just by listening, you are now anointed fellow Rumble Packer, right? We appreciate you listening. If you want to be a part of our show, if you're new and want to provide us some questions, comments, or sarcastic remarks, we love them all. How do they get a hold of us?
You can get a hold of us at joystick_show on Twitter, joystickshow.com our website, joystickshow@gmail.com, or our Discord at joystick_show.
All right. And we respond back on one-on-ones, too, if you have questions and so forth as we go through. All right, let's jump into it, as always, with our generational gapper differences on gaming. We got a lot to talk about today. Actually, not a lot, but pretty straightforward stuff coming off of E3, right? Between the last time we were on, we've followed along on a lot of it and was pretty excited, but we can talk about it. But first, our sponsor for the show is Sensational Gaming. The solar-powered controllers you never need batteries for. Just place them on your windowsill, and after 5 hours of sunlight, you are back powered up for a nighttime of gaming. Just $179.95 per controller. Get yours today. Visit sensationalgaming.save.earth.com and order yours today.
Expensive.
Huh?
That's expensive.
What do you mean expensive? I just got for the old Father's Day gift, right? Or no, birthday gift, one of those two. I got the, what is that thing called from H-Bomb? The, something.
Elite Controller?
Elite Controller 2, is it?
That's
it's
still pretty expensive. $179 can get you a lot of batteries.
It can. It
that
can.
But
up. Not like the controller I have now that has more buttons on it than I know what to do with. Underneath and around. It feels good in the hands.
Yeah.
Have you tried it? Have you played it?
No, I tried H-Bomb for like a few minutes, but
yeah.
I haven't really.
I know you're not a console gamer normally, so you don't care.
No.
You're the foo-foo age, high-end graphics card gamer.
I like it. I like console.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel a lot more
it works
freedom.
really well on my new Series X. Oh, wait, what's going on with that?
I don't know. Ask the bots.
Huh?
Ask the bots.
The bots?
The online bots.
The bots are still picking up, what, $650 right now is where the Xboxes are
You
at.
can't even get them that low.
Come on.
No, all of them on eBay and everything are still going
I can still find them on offer up on all these things. We just gotta drive and pick it up.
$750.
$650
is so much more. I'm not paying an extra $150. That's not happening.
Alright.
We're waiting.
All right.
I will pay, and at the very most, an extra.
So now Dad knows where his love is, the level of his love, where it's at on that. Okay, I'm good with it.
100, nah, yeah.
That's all. I'm still playing when I barely get a chance to play. I'm still playing, well, let's talk about the gaming front, right? So I'm still playing GTA where I can, here and there. I finally got my apartment, and I got my killer ride. 2 rides, actually. I got a great matte black convertible car that I got, and I have a cruiser motorcycle in my garage.
Nice.
I'm loving it, right? And I'm all doing it on my new controller. Out there, I'm moving through, wah, 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 right through the streets, like amazing now.
Yeah, I never got into GTA, but it seems fun.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm still doing all those extra races. There's all these cool races on it. There's the
mini games or the jobs.
Yep.
But have you ever gotten are Are you rich yet? Have you done a lot of heists?
Not a lot. No, I haven't got so deep into it where I'm in like the bowels of some arcade basement and working out plans on it. But we're doing a lot of run around, doing a lot of stuff like that. I can't horse race that or bet. That's for dang sure. Every time I lay it down, I dropped 10 thou one time on a horse trying to get it. Nothing, 0. I think it came in second from last.
Wow.
Yeah, it was brutal. Anyway, so GTA is what I've been playing. Continuing a few, mobile games as well. I picked up a very cool game. Like I said, if you had time to actually go through it, it's, I'm trying to think of the actual name of it as it comes up here. It's like Conquer World, so if you go online, you can check it out. It doesn't want to, it's by Dorado Games, and it is called, drum roll. No, it's not even giving me that. It just froze up when I'm sitting here trying to sound like I'm cool. Right here. What is that called?
I have no idea.
That's called Conflict of... I don't know. Conflict of something or another. It's got 3 lines. It looks like 3, Roman numeral 3.
Like a Call of Duty?
Yeah, no, it's more of a like a strategy game where you build up your account. The cool thing was that it's basically set in the future that the United States has its own separate states or its own countries, almost like certain groupings, and then it also conflicts with like Mexico and a few other places. So you're just creating your normal troops movements and your ships if you're on the coast and stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool game. I'll try to get it before the end. So that's what I'm doing. I'm playing along. What do you got going on?
Well, I found a new style of game. Well, for one, I'm playing a lot of Apex because I feel like Apex is out of all the battle royale games and like online games that you get in and you play and then you die and then you go back in. Yeah. Everything like that, like all the battle royales, I feel like Apex is the most skill-based, where there's nothing in the game that's really insanely overpowered.
Right. That overkill and
that's just, it's something that like the game needs to nerf or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of that in the game. It's all based on your skill.
That game came out 2 years ago for a little bit, and it died off fast, didn't it? Come up for a little bit.
It died off for a little bit, but now it's back up. Like it has a lot of players, like millions of players still.
Okay.
But it's still it's definitely not dead, nowhere near dead. But I just like the game a lot because
that's cool.
If you're like half decent at it, you can have a lot of fun at it because it's all skill based. Whereas there's like one thing in the game right now that's pretty good, and the only reason it's really good is because it's a gun that can hold so much ammo that somebody can miss like 30 shots and still kill you.
Wow.
But the thing about that's the only thing that's overpowered. But you could just hit your shots and then you win the fight.
Well, I mean, you'd have to admit though. I mean, as far as skill level goes, like even Fortnite is a skill-based game, right? I mean, because I watch you and all these guys, like how they can turn and put walls up in a second when they're fighting.
No, but
and everything, isn't that? I mean, that takes skill to do that.
Yeah, it takes skill to do that. But the reason that it's like I say Apex isn't this way is that in Fortnite, let's say you're really good at it, you can still die really easily to somebody breaking down your builds and then you die, or a weapon that they come out with that they do this a lot. A weapon that's so good that like it's hard to defend against.
Once somebody has it in the battle royale.
Yeah, and so it's stuff like that.
Is this a battle royale too? The Apex?
Apex is, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So I've been playing that. Another thing is that I found like a new style of game that's really fun. It's like survival, but
oh, that's surprising.
It's like survival, but
it's
more. It's got like a kind of a different aspect to it where I'm trying to think of a game that's like it. I don't know, but the style of game is called roguelike.
Okay.
A roguelike game.
Okay.
And basically what it is you start up the game, you get as far as you can with waves, and then you die. Almost like zombies.
Yeah.
And you start completely over.
Okay.
But with roguelike, so the game I'm playing, it's a free game, it's called Muck. Somebody made it. They spent it's this famous guy who made the game, and based off of this other game called Risk of Rain that he wanted to make a game off of.
Okay.
And basically what it is, you get in, it starts like survival. You pick up a rock, you break a tree, you get all this stuff. But after you get basic stuff, you start killing enemies that give you coins. And you use the coins to open chests. and the chests give you abilities, and the abilities stack. So at the top right of your screen, you see all these abilities, and they all do different little things that buff you. And the longer you go, the better you get, the better the monsters get.
So how long can a game be, though? These
games
waves?
Could be
because they're slower waves or something, maybe.
Yeah, but games could go on infinitely. They can go on for days.
Oh,
if you're that good.
You stack up getting better.
You stack up,
waves.
you get better,
Yeah.
And
do the waves get harder or no? Like more guys or like the other games?
Yeah. So the longer you go, the guys get a little harder, but you also get a lot better.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could go on forever, but but then when you die, you start all over from the beginning.
Oof.
So
I don't know about that.
I find them
That's
really
what's frustrating
fun.
about Rust. I mean, you get going, all of a sudden you're kicking butt, you're running.
Yeah, Rust's a little
all of a sudden
different.
somebody shoots you out of nowhere and dead.
Well, you never got a base down, did you?
Yeah, I did. We did.
Well, once you get that, you lock it up. Rust's a little different.
Wait, is it Rust? Is that the game I'm thinking of where you go on and...
You probably...
No, what's the one that you have to use the app on?
Oh, Daisy? Daisy.
No, not Daisy. Is it Daisy?
Yeah. You had to use the app for the map?
Oh, yes, that's it. Daisy. That's the one I'm talking about. Not Rust. Daisy. That's where you had to, run around. Next thing you know, you die from a headshot from somebody you never saw after spending like hours running around for no reason to do that. So it's not like that.
No.
Okay,
no.
Good.
So you continue to advance. I find them really fun. That's what I'm playing.
Nice.
And yeah.
Okay. And by the way, the name of that mobile game, I did find it, was Conquest of Nations World War 3 is what it's called. So check it out on the mobile if you like strategy-based games. Kind of cool, really good graphics on it too. I like it. So I mean, it's one of those games you for free to start off, and they'll charge you for every last thing. But if you give it time, you don't have to pay for much on it. But
that's cool.
Good stuff. So yep, cool. All right, so that's what we're playing. It's now time for the
Joystick News Report. Joystick News.
And what's in the news? Well, what was in the news this month, all month, was E3, right? Held middle of June. And it's the end of June now here on the 27th or 28th. We're recording this. I love it because everybody and their mothers, come out with content, want to talk about it. I let it sit for a little bit and see what's going on, the ones that come through that really stand out. And so let's run through a couple of those. I mean, we saw... folks that are familiar with E3, this was just going to be kind of an overview summary. For those that aren't involved in that, checking it out, but like to know, that's what we're here for, to give you kind of an overview of what's to come. So what are some of the games that we're expecting, looking forward to?
I guess the most exciting, not just for us, but for everyone, is going to be Halo Infinite.
Absolutely, because that's so let's talk about that one. We've already talked. That's due out when in
December, I think. Or November. It's just late. I still don't think they have a release date. It's just late 21.
Right. And so the big thing is, I know we always talk about the Game Pass, right, as being the deal of the week. We might as well get rid of that deal of the week and just start putting like Game Pass of the week or Game Pass of the month or something. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because every game they announced at E3, or at least the Xbox E3 is on Xbox Game Pass, except for, I believe, Battlefield. Yeah.
Right, and we'll talk about that one too. So, Halo Infinite due out. The biggest one, though, and I watch over and over all these people talking, and it's interesting, I don't know why, maybe it's just if you're an RPG MMO fan or whatever, is Elden Ring.
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's just kind of like the next evolution, even though the evolution is not huge, right? It's kind of like baby steps, but graphics are a little better. It's an RPG, create your guy, you know what I mean? My neighbor that plays all the time loves the Conan. I've been trying to get on that.
Conan Exiles is really good.
I've been trying to get on. I actually downloaded it. I haven't been able to jump on because guests, but I'll be on this before our next show talking about it.
I got it. I downloaded it on the Xbox for you. So.
Yeah, so we'll look at that. But anyways, Elden Ring seems to be like that big, massive... play that with a lot more options and beautiful. I do have to admit, beautiful graphics. Which again, we can say that in almost all games now, right?
Yeah.
In regards to what's happening. But what else?
Let's see. Breath of the Wild 2 for Switch. They added a tiny bit more gameplay to it to show it off, and I believe the release date is next year sometime. I think.
Yeah.
But that looks really good.
Right.
And people are really excited for that one. A big one is the Mario and Rabbids. This game, I never played it. I never got into it. I know this franchise of games is like really good though.
Yeah.
Or people really
Spark
like
of
it.
Hope, it's called. Yeah.
Yes.
And, well, I saw some of the graphics on it as well. I mean, to me, it's almost like not a reset, but certainly a little different take. I don't know if it's third person. It certainly isn't two-dimensional, right? I mean, they're taking advantage of the graphics on that too.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that's going to be Nintendo based, right?
Yeah.
But for the graphics I saw, I'm like, wait, what's Nintendo have out right now console-wise that could play that kind of graphics?
Switch.
The Switch? You think it's the Switch?
Yeah.
100%. Okay. I don't know. I saw the Switch Lite. That was we talked about that a little bit. Saw some good deals on that, by the way. But all right, the other couple things. Forza Horizon 5. Right?
Forza Horizon 5. Did you see the graphics on that?
Yeah, sick.
It's insane.
Well, that's the thing because we have actually a deal of the week. I don't know if it's still available or not by the time this hits because I looked at it a couple days ago. But we'll talk about that as well for Forza. And then last, but certainly not least. You mentioned it a minute ago.
Battlefield 2042.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Did you see that we just watched the trailer
Yeah,
on
the trailer was really good.
Let me tell you what, Rumble Pack, you gotta check the trailer out. I'm gonna tell you, it's probably the most entertaining trailer I've seen. And that says a lot. I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trailers in my day.
It's very good, yeah.
Huh?
It makes you want to play. I like it better than the gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
But,
for sure.
But yeah,
kudos to whoever put that together, because that's insane.
Yeah, I love Battlefield games. I think I like the idea of because in Call of Duty you get into a multiplayer game and there's 16 of you and you're all running around. You're running around. You're finding people. You're jumping out in the open, sliding, killing them. Right. Or Battlefield, it's genuinely a warfare.
Right.
Where you have teams. You'll see yourself. Have 3 teammates next to you fighting other 3 teammates, and then you see cars going past you of other people fighting others, and in the sky there's airplanes, and then a building comes down, and it's a whole new battlefield.
Right.
I love that.
That's sick. Especially if you can take advantage of environments like that. Imagine if you could shoot out a building, right, and have it drop on other people. Do you know what I mean? How cool would that be?
They had that in the old games, or not exactly shoot out a building, but
I'm saying take down a building.
No, you can. No, in Battlefield 4, I think it was.
Yeah.
One of the maps, after a while, the game had the maps had phases.
Yeah.
And you start the map, the whole city was intact, and then as you went along, things changed. Or the whole building would just come down, and instead of people fighting on top of the building and everything, there would just be all this
chaos.
What's the word? All this rubble on the ground of the building. It's just a massive warfare, and then everyone's on the ground. And something would happen in the ocean.
But think about it in real time, though. As you're battling, and all of a sudden you see the shadow. Cool. All of a sudden, what's going on? You look up. No, you take off running, but don't make it in time. Dead. Right? And have to respawn or something. That would be hilarious. Really cool. That'd be awesome. So, yeah. Check it out. Battlefield
When's that coming out? October?
And, of course, I can see why that's the only thing not on Game Pass. Because you're going to have to buy that bad boy.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to probably drop some coin there on it. That looks really good. So, and that's coming out, what did they say? That's next year too, I think, right?
No, it's this year.
Is it? This year?
It might be October.
Oh, no, you're right. They said it was actually sooner than later, right?
I think it was October. It was either October or November or December. It was late 2021.
2021? Okay.
Yeah, so,
so...
that's gonna be really good. But, and a lot of other, I don't want to say smaller games, because some people might think they're a lot better than the ones that we mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
October's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, October 22nd, actually, they said.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, right.
Looks really good. So, the best way to compare it, and even if you go on Steam and you wishlist the game and it says games similar that you played, reason you might like the game, it shows Jedi Fallen Order. And I love that game.
Yes,
it's single player you go through.
Right.
If it's anything like that, I don't know. I'll really like it. I definitely think I want to get that.
So that would be good, and you'd probably play each one of the characters or something. Right?
You can't. Actually, the game... Star-Lord,
right?
Yeah, the game said you're only Star-Lord.
Okay.
But I think there's still...
Who doesn't look like Pratt by any stretch of the imagination. But
none of them look like they do in the movies. But yeah, I think you should be able to manipulate the other characters a little bit.
Yeah.
But you play through Star-Lord.
Nice.
So.
That's awesome. So let's just run down through some of the recognition, just to kind of do a synopsis of everything. These are the kind of the winners or the standouts on it. So for Ubisoft,
yeah,
most anticipated game is, of course, Mario and Rabbids that we just talked about. Gearbox, most anticipated game is Tiny Tina's Wonderland, Lands. Now
that
is
pretty good.
Now that one's interesting because that's the one that says they're taking off from Borderlands. So if you play Borderlands 1, 2, 3 or whatever,
I guess by the comedy they are, right?
well, no, they said it's just like an extension of that somehow. So, but they said there's a little more, yeah, right? They say comedy, like there's a lot. Oh, because there's a lot more actors. So you'll hear their voice and reference. So I guess they dropped a lot of coin into actors as far as using their voices into the game. Xbox and Bethesda's most anticipated game. Halo Infinite. Square Enix, what is it? Most anticipated games. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. They're doing that. Is it Enix? Square
Enix.
Yeah. PC gaming show. Most anticipated game is Songs of Conquest. Not sure on that one. Future games show most anticipated game is Immortality. There's a game coming out. Television's most anticipated game, Dolphin Quest. Mythical Games most anticipated game. Don't even have it there.
Yeah.
Indie. The most anticipated indie game is Falling Frontier. Freedom Games most anticipated game is Airborne Kingdom. Capcom, right? I love my Capcom. Good folks. Most anticipated game is The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Dang, I'll have to look that one up. We should have done that for the show. Nintendo's most anticipated game is Breath of the Wild 2 we talked about. Most anticipated Eureka Studio Games is Loot Mancer. Best presentation, of course, Xbox and Bethesda's. And most anticipated game overall,
Forza Horizon.
Forza's Horizon 5. Most anticipated of all
overall,
of them.
really?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Have you seen the graphics though? Because that game looks great. It's like they have almost like a really high quality GoPro behind someone's car in real life, and it's going through. And like when it rains, you saw the game when it was raining and there's puddles on the ground. Yeah. And it just looks crazy. It affects the whole
car and everything, I bet too.
Yeah, it just looks insane.
Yeah. Well, I played Forza 1. That tells you how old I am. We're at Forza 5. Hello.
Yeah. No, that's Forza Horizon 5. They're at like Forza 7.
Oh, are they?
On like the racing game.
Oh my god.
And then they've made 5 Horizon, which are open world games.
I remember back when I had my Xbox and my pedals for the Xbox for playing Forza 1, and you and your brother all naked laying there on the ground, and come running out, diapers just thrown everywhere.
Was that Horizon?
Probably crap.
Forza?
Huh?
That was Forza?
Yeah.
Where we had the wheel that we drive?
Yeah. That was I think it was original Forza, if not Forza 2, but yes, sir. So it's good stuff. So yeah, that's what's anticipated. E3. So obviously no Sony, no conversation for MP for PlayStation 5 or anything.
Nope.
They decided not to partake again. So they'll have their own, and we'll try to cover that when they come clean with what's cooking with them as well. So, all right, anything else?
That's about it for the news.
That's the news.
This concludes your Joystick News Report.
Joystick News.
Okay, so Riff Rap.
Yep.
What do we have? Anything at all? I had not much. It still sits over here. Look at the dust. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at that dust on that bad boy. I'm telling you, not much that I see.
I do want to actually hop back on. Blade and Sorcery. I talked about it a lot. Blade and Sorcery is a fun game. It's like where you battle people in VR. I've played it. Yeah. But I want to hop back on because I've gotten mods for the game where you can get a lot of cool stuff. And I've seen them the community has added a lot of really cool mods that you can try out.
Okay.
And I want to get back on and try them.
How hard is it to download a mod or put a mod on?
It's not that hard. You just have to like in Steam, if you go to the game options, you can open up a file for the game. And then you go to the popular mod download website, you download it, and you drag it in there.
Okay, I might have you do that for me because I'm doing a lot of Dice Throne, which is a great board game, and they make a lot of mods with new characters. And they they just post it. I'm like, well, the game's not here. How do I play with somebody?
Wait, is Dice Throne Steam or is it on?
It's Tabletop Simulator.
Oh,
so they make you know what I mean? They make the mods in Tabletop Simulator, and then you can supposed to be able to add them or play them. So
that might be a little different, but
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, we'll have to try it out and see. But no, I appreciate that. Okay, so that's really it, right?
Yeah.
For the riff rap. Okay.
Deal of the week.
All right, so let's talk Deal o' Thy Week. Or we should say Deal of the Month now. You need to change it. Deal of the Month. Just change it. Deal of the month. No. Actually, we talked about Forza, right? Horizon 5. They actually have a G. Maybe it's because of this, but GNet. When is the Forza 5 coming out? Horizon? Did we know when that is? When did we? What did it say on that release date for Forza 5?
I don't know.
You don't know? because I think it was, what does it say here? November 9th of 2021, start accessing. So November, they're talking about it as a release. So, but here's the interesting. Right now, G923 Racing Wheel and Pedals for Xbox Series X, $299 for Forza 5. You can
That's
get
pretty
it,
cheap, actually.
Yeah, at GameStop. It's normally like $350.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, you know what? If you're really in it to win it with that, you want the best that's out there, or one of the better models, but at a I say affordable price. I don't know, $300. It's almost that's almost half an Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're playing that game, you're gonna want that. I want that just for GTA.
Yeah.
Playing that, you know what I mean? Trying that would be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, but that would be really cool for Forza 5.
Yeah, to be able to pick that up. So, so then we have new releases, right, coming up. GameSpot. Now again, we went back to this GameSpot. There is not. Somebody needs to make a good website that does nothing but just focus on new releases, right, with some accurate information, or at least update it.
Yeah, the one we have with was it GameSpot?
Yeah, GameSpot, right?
Yeah, the one. No, is it a game? I forget. The one we normally go to has a lot. It includes the indie games too, as well.
Right.
So it kind of hits every spot.
Yeah.
But it can be a little finicky, so.
Oh, little? You mean a lot finicky on it for sure. So I tried different things. There's like Game Facts, and there's a few ones that are out there, but I couldn't really find anything that was decent. I hate to just give don't want to give bad information on what's going on, but I just always curious if anybody knows in the Rumble Pack out there of a place that you go that you really do like to see as far as like new releases, and that you think that they actually are legit and aren't changing things up every 2 seconds.
Yep.
On it, please send us an email. Which, by the way, it's good timing. How do they contact us for that? Because I am looking.
You can email us with that information for at JoystickShow@gmail.com, or you can go through our Discord at JoystickSpaceShow, our Twitter, joystick_show, and and our website, joystickshow.com.
Yeah, either way, you'll find us somewhere. So if anybody has any suggestions on that, we'd appreciate it. So especially we can get you some accurate info as we go through for the rest of the Rumble Pack that doesn't go in and that looks to us for the sheer knowledge once a month.
Yeah.
Right? No. All right. That's it. That's the show, right? Anything else cooking?
I do not believe so.
All right, very good. We appreciate you listening, folks. Try to kick back in now that we kicked everybody out of the house, right? Less guests, more time to do some research, jump on back here in the studio and get content out. So we do appreciate you listening each and every time we post to the Rumble Pack. Until next time, game on.
Joystick, the Joystick Show.